started. We'll get started. Okay, so obviously we'll just get started with a warm-up and then I'll explain what we're up to. All right, so let's get everything going. Let's start with our hip openers. So we'll go for our reach and rainbows, get everything in the body moving. So you're going to come up onto your hands and toes, jump 1 foot up to the outside of the hand. You're going to reach forwards as far as you can, a nice long stretch. Go opposite the other hand, knees. There you go, yeah, there you go. And a big rainbow, big as you can. Hands comes to the floor, and then you're going to push up off that front leg. Just get a nice stretch. Try not to let the back leg twist open. You try and stay up on your toe, and then back down. We're going to do 7 more of those. So reach. Big rainbow, just waking everything up and a nice big stretch. Don't push too hard. Remember, you're just getting your body moving. 6 to do. Reach. Big rainbow. And a nice big stretch. Good. And again, 5 more. Reach. Big rainbow. And a big stretch. Good. 4 to do. Reach. Big rainbow. And a nice big stretch. Good. 3 more. Reach, reach, reach. Rainbow it round. And a big stretch. Good. 2 to do. Reach it forwards. Right up and round. And stretch. Perfect. And last one. Forwards. Big rainbow round, and a nice big stretch. Perfect. Drop that down, wiggle the foot back, and let's go exactly the same on that opposite side. Up we come onto our toes, forwards with that opposite leg, and let's go. Remember, be nice and gentle. Reach, big rainbow, and a big stretch. Good. 7 more. Be gentle. Rainbow, and a nice stretch. Good. 6 to do. 6. Reach. Rainbow, and a big stretch. Good. 5 more. Reach it forwards. Rainbow, and a big stretch. Nice. 4 to do. 4. Rainbow. Stretch. Good. 3 more. Reach it forwards. Big rainbow. Stretch. Good. 2 to do. 2. Rainbow. Stretch. And 1 more. Reach. Big rainbow. And a nice big stretch. Good. One of my favourite moves, just because it gets so many different areas moving. Right, lay it back. Let's have a quick move of that back. So both legs up, arms out. Just getting those key areas woken up. Drop them to one side, be nice and gentle, and turn your head to look in the opposite direction. Let it give a twist through that back for a couple of seconds. And then up and control it down, nice and steady as you turn across. Nice and gentle. Good, we'll do 4 more. Across we go. Gentle on that drop down. Don't just let them drop. Control. Good. 3 more. Up and over. 3. Careful. 2 to do. Up and over. Should feel quite nice, especially if you've been sitting doing some work today. And 1 more, up and over. And relax. Okay, bring it up. We're going to circle our shoulders, make sure we've got some movement going on through those today, because we're going to be using our upper body a little bit more. So 1 hand comes to 1 shoulder here, and we're just going to do 8 big circles with the other one. Now this one's here, so that we're conscious and we're aware of what's going on with this shoulder. I want this to stay exactly where it is, and you're just going to draw the biggest circle you can with this other arm. So try not to let this happen. try and just see what that movement is like without moving that other arm at all. Good. 5 more. It might be a little bit more restricted than we thought it would be. Good. 3 to do. Nice. 2 more, as big as you can, just nice and steady. And last one. And this is just as important as that hip mobility that we do. Exactly the same opposite side, just making sure that the joint can move within its socket to where we want it to, because we want to pull our shoulders back and hold them there when we're dancing, don't we? 6 to do. Good. We tend to forget about these joints, spend so much time on the ones at the bottom. 4 more. Good. 3 to do. Nice. 2. And last one. Perfect. Both hands on both shoulders now. Elbows come in, they touch in the middle, and then squeeze them back. So try and keep them touching as long as you can, and then a big squeeze back. You might get that grinding or clicking going on. That's all right. It just means there's some fluid going into those joints. That's what we want. 5 more. Good. Get those elbows touching. 4. Nice. 3 to do. Give me a nod if you can feel the grinding. 2 more. Yeah, lovely. And last one. Good. And give them a little shake out. Okie doke. Other important part that we do tend to forget about is our necks. And again, we're spending a lot more time sort of sitting at computers or iPads doing our schoolwork or work at the moment, sitting at desks at home. So our neck can be getting a little bit tighter. So we want to sit up really tall, nice long spine. And you're just going to let one ear drop down towards the shoulder and try to relax the other shoulders. So try not to lift them up. Let them just relax and feel that nice stretch. Give me a little wave if it feels nice. Yeah. Good. And then up and across to the other side. Ooh, mine's creaking like a floorboard. Doesn't sound the nicest, does it? Good. Try and relax those shoulders. Don't let them tense up. Katie, drop those shoulders a bit. Good. Up and up again. One more time each direction. Drop it down. Good. Nice. And the same again. One more time. Okay. Give me a little wave when you think you're tighter in there than you thought you were going to be. Anyone? Yeah, a couple of people. Yeah, it's quite shocking, isn't it, sometimes? Sometimes even that can give us a headache if we're tight like that. So make sure, even just throughout the day or like once each day, just dedicate a little time. Might be when you're brushing your teeth, you think, right, while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm just going to hold my head this way. And then at least you remember every time you brush your teeth, you're going to do those neck stretches. 2 more stretches. This one is shoulders face forward. So you're just going to look over the shoulder towards the back corner. As far as you can, almost trying to be an owl. Don't let those shoulders move. And then twist across and do exactly the same opposite side. And look at you lot. Twist as far as you can. Good. And again, twist across to the opposite side. Hold those shoulders facing forwards. Nice. And one more time. Back across. Perfect. And then the last one is from here. You're just going to let that chin scoop down. Slide across your chest and lift up to the other side. And again, try to keep that body and posture up nice and tall. Down, across, and up. We're going to do 2 more of those. Down, across, and up. And last one. Good. Okay, now we should have everything moving a little bit better than it was. So, we have got 10 exercises. We've got alternating upper back or upper body
So upper back and arms, and then we've got core exercises. So we're working one of each, alternating all the time, all right? So that means that we don't need any rest in between. So that means that we work straight through, which is going to be quite hard, all right? So I'm going to show you all the exercises now, just so the key points and key points are up here. I will obviously be reminding you of those as we go, but just so that you know each move sort of and what it should feel like, what it should look like. So first move is when we're going to use our wall. You've probably done this before with me, you lot. Hands, everything's going to be touching the wall. So the bum touches, shoulders touch, head touches. And then we're going to pull our shoulders back, elbows are touching the wall, hands are touching the wall, and the head and chin is lifted. So try not to let that head drop down. From there, all you're going to do is slide nice and slow till your fingers touch above your head, if they can, and slide and slowly down. And we're going to keep going with that for a minute. All right, it's going to really start waking up here. What it does is turns on those muscles that we use to pull and hold our shoulders back. So what will happen is towards the end of the minute, everything will want to start coming off that wall. And that's exactly what happens when we get tired towards the end of our dance. Everything starts falling forwards, and that's why this is such a good move. All right. Next move is a nice and simple toe reach crunch. So we're going to come straight off the wall, feet go above us in the air, hands come up, and we're going to reach for those toes. Now it is a controlled move, so lifting the shoulder blades up and slowly down. And the hands stay up here in front. What we don't want to see is a big whoa, whoa, because we're not using our core at all there, we're just using momentum. So here we're really reaching and slowly down, and we're trying to keep the legs as still as possible. Next, we have prone raises. So for this one, you lay on your front, keep the chest down, arms come out either side, and all you're going to do is lift those arms as high as you can off the mat, and then slowly down. As high as you can off the mat, and slowly down. And the chest stays on the floor the whole time. Then we've got bear to normal plank, so this involves the shoulders a little bit too. So a bear plank, our hands are directly under our shoulders and our knees straight under our hips. From here, we lift our knees off the floor and we step back, in, and the knees never touch the floor. So our knees are off the floor, in, back, in, and we're really trying to stay as low as we can, really waking that core up. Then we've got tricep dips. Now a minute of this, we might need a rest, so maybe we'll do 20 on, 10 off. So our hands are behind us like so, fingertips are pointing forwards, feet are in front of us. We're just going to lift up, and then we bend our elbows back for our bum to kiss the floor. So it's a tiny, tiny movement. Elbows are bending backwards, always going behind your body. And that works your tricep muscles, which are at the back of your arm here. And those are the muscles that we use to straighten our arm. So if you're one of those people that gets told off for that sort of shopping bag arm, then strengthening those triceps is really, really important for you. All right, just to find the balance of that straight arm. What have we got then? We've got hip tap planks. So this one's good for stopping that sort of twist in the body. So we're coming on hands and toes, and then you're going to try and tap the opposite hip without letting the whole body twist. So we're holding the body as still as possible, trying to tap the opposite hip. Yes. Then we've got, these ones are super, super hard also, skydivers. So we're laying on our front, hands come and touch above your head. You keep your chest down the whole time. Then they stay up, they twist, and then palms facing up, touch above your back. Mine on, you don't touch your back, you just keep them above the back. And then back round, twist, back round and touch. And that's so good for the rotation in the shoulder, which we need for pulling the shoulders back. Then we've got toe taps. So using a little bit more of the lower abs. So we're on our elbows like so, and we're just slowly tapping, alternating toes. It doesn't look too bad, but after a bit of time, kicks in. Then we've got standing skydivers. So similar move to what we just did, but forwards and backwards. So you're going to come right forward, really pull back as far as you can with a squeeze, forwards, back as far as you can with a squeeze, forwards. Yeah, and you can do that sitting down also or on your knees. And then the last one is butterfly sit-ups. So feet are together, touching behind the head, reaching up and touching the toes. All right. Who thinks they could remember all of those? Lots of you are like, just good, so you know what to expect, so you know what's coming, all right? So there's a little bit less faffing around in between each minute. So a minute of each, all right? Then we're going to have a little rest, and we're going to repeat it again. Lots of the moves use the same muscles. That's important because we're trying to build up that sort of endurance and to make them last till the end of the dance. All right? Any questions before we start? No. Who thinks this is going to hurt? Yeah, possibly. It might hurt a little bit, but only for good reasons. Right, so we're ready with our wall slides first. So get yourself prepped against that wall. Everything touching. Let me get a timer at the ready. Timer. Are we ready? So 1 whole minute. If you do need a rest, take a rest. Stretch your hands out in front like this, give them a nice pull, and then try and join straight back in as soon as you can. All right, the longer you can do this for, the better. I know it hurts. It already hurts on the first one, believe me, but it's all for a good cause, I promise. Right, timer. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Take your time and slide them up. Keep everything touching. Don't let that body do what it wants. Saoirse, drop those legs out straight for this so your back's nice and flat against the wall. That's it. Your body's going to want to start helping to make this a little bit easier, but you've got to fight it. Really pull those shoulders back. Don't let the chin drop. Keep that chin nice and high. Don't let the head poke off the wall. Nice. We've all got really good form on this so far. Good. Take your time. We can feel it kicking in. Good. 20 seconds left. Only 20 seconds. Yes, come on, me. Smashing it. Keep those hands touching the wall. Elbows touching the wall. Squeeze those elbows back. Try not to let them come off. Are those heads poking forward whose chins have dropped? Almost there. 5 seconds, and then we're going straight into those toe reach crunches. So ready? 2, and 1. Well done, you guys. Straight down onto your backs, legs in the air. Let's go, nice and controlled. Crunch, reach, and down. Take your time, not too fast. Reach, and down. Control, reach, and down. Good. Reach, and down. Let's go. Reach, take it steady, nice and controlled. No swing in the body. Reach, and down. Good. Try not to grab hold of those legs at the top. I see you. Good. That's better, Saoirse. Good girl. Keep it going. Nearly there. 15 seconds and we're lying straight onto our fronts. Let's go. Slowly down. Nice. Almost there. Come on. Keep that control. Don't let the legs move. 3, 2, 1, straight onto your front. We've got those prone raises, so those arms are just lifting up, squeeze at the top, and relax down. Again, squeeze, really get a good squeeze at the top, and slowly down. Good. Keep the body on the floor. Lift, squeeze, and slowly down. That squeeze at the top is the most important part. Squeeze, and slowly down. Good. And again, lift, squeeze. Slowly down. Nice. Squeeze. And slowly down. Good. 20 seconds. Lift, squeeze. We're fighting against gravity here. That's what we're using as our resistance.
And again, lift, squeeze, and slowly down. Almost there, 10 seconds, squeeze. What have we got next? That bear to normal plank. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go straight up. So we're in our bear plank. Knees are off the floor. We're stepping back, back, in. So when you bring those feet in, all up, keep your knees off the floor. So try not to let your knees touch the floor when you bring them in. It's hard, that's it, good girl. Keep those knees off the floor. Keep the body nice and low. Those shoulders are going to feel it. So are those thighs. So is that core. Try and alternate the feet as well. Don't just keep them walking the same way. Left, and then do right. Right, come on, let's get those bums nice and low. Eva, can you get that bum down lower for me? Keep the knees nice and close to the floor, just an inch off the floor. Good, 10 more seconds. Tricep dips are coming up after this. Ooh, those arms and shoulders are going to feel it. 5 seconds. Nearly there, we're spinning onto our bums. Let's go, roll it over. Fingers are pointing forward. Lift the bum in the air, elbows back, fingers pointing forward. And you're just letting that bum kiss the floor, let the elbows bend behind you. Elbows bend, that's it, good. Elbows bend, good. Keep it going, this is a tough one, guys. They're really small muscles. If you can go the whole time, I'll be well impressed. That's 30 seconds gone, come on. Let's go. Let's go. They're kicking in. I see some shaking about going on. Come on, you lot. What's next? Hip tap planks next. 15 seconds, come on. Try and get to the end. Let's go. Come on, Eve, you can do it. Down that bum goes, nearly there. Almost there. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin it round, you're on that plank. Keep the bum nice and low as you tap that opposite side. Squeeze everything. Try not to let anything else move. So slow it down, or let's slow it down a little. Ellie, yeah, good, slow. Squeeze everything. You want to tap that opposite hip. If someone was looking at you, they'd think nothing was moving. You're that smooth. There's no movement, there's no rocking in the body. Good. Come on, this is a really good one for not allowing those hips to swing when we're dancing. Good, or those shoulders twisting towards the end of our dance. Keep it going, 20 seconds. Come on. Those shoulders are getting a good seeing too right now. Let's go. Nearly there, 10 seconds. Come on, try and keep going. Try to keep it moving. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Straight down, skydivers. Hands touch above your head. Those arms are going to die right now, about now. Hands touch behind. Don't let them touch your bum. Keep them up. They don't drop down at any point. They touch in front. Slowly round. They touch above your back. Slowly round. They touch in front. Slowly round with those palms facing up. Touch above your back. Good. Keep it nice, steady pace. Touch in front. 30 seconds gone. Touch behind. Come on, you lot. This is good. Only 3 more exercises after this. Bringing it back. And slowly back to the front. Oh, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Good, bring it back. Slowly back to the front. Almost there, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Spin it over on our elbows. Legs are away from us. And we're doing slow toe taps. Toe. Toe. You want to make sure those knees are pushed away from you. And the whole leg moves, not just the knee bends. The whole leg moves from the hip. Good. Toe tap. Good. Toe tap. Push those knees away. Everybody push those knees away a little bit more. They shouldn't be tucked in tight to your body. Push them away, Saoirse, a bit more. Good girl. Yes. Keep it moving. Good. We can feel those lower abs. Try and keep that bottom part of your back still touching the mat. Nearly there. 15 seconds.
Drop the whole leg loosely, let the whole leg move forward. Don't just bend from the knee. So move your whole thigh forwards. Thigh moves forward, yes, that's better, yeah. Whole leg moves, good. Whole leg moves, 3 more seconds, 2, and 1. You can just sit up and do it here. Forwards, squeeze back as far as we can. And forwards for a relax. Squeeze back as far as we can, keep them up, nice and high. Back forwards. Ready, squeeze, keep those arms up. Good, try not to arch the back too much. Think about just that upper back doing all of the work. Yes, you've got one more move after this. Push back, squeeze. Good, have a think about what the head's doing. Have we got tension? Squeeze. And relax it forwards. Good, squeeze, 20 seconds, we're nearly there. Relax it forwards, and again, squeeze. And relax forwards, squeeze. And relax forwards, good. Squeeze, 5 seconds. Good, 3, 2, 1. Butterfly sit-ups, feet behind. Reach up to those, hands touch behind, feet not behind. Reach those toes. Let me just snap down you. Good, hands touch behind, reach those feet. Try not to let your feet come off the mat as you crunch up. Behind the head, touch those feet. Behind the head, touch those feet. Let's go. Touch, behind, touch. Come on, you get a rest after this. Good. Let's go. Reach. Good. Go, go, go. 25 seconds. Let's go. Good. Almost there. 20 seconds work. Let's go. Boom. Good. Keep those feet down. 10 more seconds to do. Almost there. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Well done. Grab a drink. Give yourselves a second. Turn the heating down so I don't melt away. Okay. Who feels their upper back definitely working during that? Yeah, as we went through the moves, did it get more tired? Yeah, a little bit. Good. What about core? How's the core for everybody? Feel the core a bit? It's like you would practice something, or you would, if you get a new step, you practice it and practice it and practice it until you've perfected it. That's exactly what your body does. When you teach, when you do something new with it, it needs to practice, it needs to be taught that you're going to do this again, you're going to do this again, and then it knows, I'm going to get stronger. All right? So we go all again. Starting from those wall slides, getting up those walls. Come on then, try and keep the chins up. Saw a couple of chins dropping down on this wall slide. Keep those chins up. Are we ready? Da-da-da-dum. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on, it's just 10 minutes. It's not too bad. 10 minutes to work that posture. 10 minutes. Shauna's disappearing behind the bookshelf there. I was thinking, how have you got space? Nice and steady. Good. Keep those elbows back. Keep that posture. Can you get your lower back touching as well? Well, what happens when you try and get that lower back touching the wall? Keep those hands pulled right back, Lucy. Good girl. Really squeeze them back. Go as slow as you can. The slower the better. Come on, Neve. Don't let the mind give up. Keep those chins nice and high. Last one. Come on, you lot. We're nearly there. 15 seconds. Slow. You can definitely feel a difference. Give me a nod if you feel a difference since round 1. Yeah, a little bit more tired. Good. 5 more seconds. We've got those toe reach crunches next. 2 and 1. Let's go. Straight down. Legs in the air. Reaching up for those toes. Come on, take your time. Reach. And reach. Nice and slow. Try and hold those legs as still as possible. Use that core. So you're crunching and holding those legs still. It's a double whammy. Has to work in 2 different ways, which is super good for dancing. If you think about it, we hold some of our body still while the rest moves. So we're training our body in that style. Let's go. 25 seconds, keep that nice control. Try and keep nice straight legs as well. We can include those quads working, making it a little bit more worthwhile. 10 more seconds, we're nearly there. And then we're rolling straight over for those prone lifts. Are we ready? Slow and steady, don't swing those arms. 3, 2, 1, straight over, let's go. Down onto our fronts, squeeze really high. Slow and steady down. And again, lift, squeeze. Slow and steady down. Good. Lift, squeeze, keep that chest on the mat. Slow and steady. Good. Squeeze really hard. Slow and controlled. Really good. Come on, you lot. 30 seconds done. We've got those bare to normal planks coming up. And again, lift, squeeze. That squeeze is so important. Slow and steady. Good, keep it going, nearly there. Squeeze. Slow and steady. 15 seconds, squeeze. Slow and steady, come on. Just think, posture's so important. So many people's posture gets bad towards the end of their dance. Imagine how good, how much better you'd be if your posture was perfect. 3, 2, and 1. Onto those hands. And knees, lift the knees, and let's go. Back, in, and in. Take your time. Keep the bum as low as you can. The lower the bum, the more that core's working. Slow it down. Sacha Griffin. Nice. Good. Come on then. That bum's better this time, Eva. Good work. In, back. Good. In. Keep the bum low. Good. Remember, alternate those feet as you go. 20 seconds. Yes, if you've got this far, you can get to the end. Come on. Breathe. Concentrate. Get into that zone. Triceps are next. Those horrible back of the arm ones. Nearly there. Down. Come on. Give me one more. In. Out. And out. Spin it round onto that bum. Fingertips facing forward, lift that bum high, let's go. Try and do the minute. It's going to be harder this time. They're small muscles, they get tired quick. Try and let your bum just go straight down, straight up. Try not to let it come forwards towards your legs. Our body wants to do that because our legs are stronger, so it wants to push our bum, which is the biggest part of our body, the biggest muscle, towards our legs. Good. That's okay, yeah, go ahead, Neve. Well done. Have fun at class. Keep it going. Elbows back. Keep going. Tactical leaving in the middle of the tricep one. She couldn't have finished that one off. Good. Nearly there. 15 seconds. Keep it going. Elbows back. Keep going. 10 to go. What have we got next? Hip taps next. Go on. Can you get through to the end? Yes. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Straight onto those hands and toes. Holding that posture as we reach for that hip. Don't let anything move. That's what we're teaching this. Don't let anything move. Anti-rotation work. No hip movement. No twisting at that hip. Squeeze everything. Squeeze. We're teaching the muscles that anti-rotation movement. So important for us dancers when we're trying to cross our feet when we're tired at the end. Good. Keep going. We're nearly there. 4 moves after this. Let's go. Good. Tap. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. Breathe. Good. Tap. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Straight down. We've got those skydivers. Hands touch in front. They touch behind. Shoulders are kicking in now. They touch in front. They touch behind. Don't let them drop. Come on, fight through it. Try and go slow. Try and go steady. And slowly back. Good. It's hard to keep your chest down. See if you can keep it down. It makes it much harder. Those shoulders have to fight that much more against gravity. Good, let's go.
30 seconds done. Come on, you lot. 2 more moves after this. Nice and slow and steady. That's alive. 3 more. Slow and steady. Whoo! Almost there. Definitely more tired. Round 2. My arms are ready to collapse on the floor. Let's go. Come on, keep them up. 10 more seconds. If you need a little bit of help, lift that head. Let that help you a little. Let those shoulders lift a little higher off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Spin round on those elbows. Nearly there. Good. Taking your time. Drop. Good. Drop. Nice. Remember, the whole leg moves, not just from that knee bending. Let the whole thigh drop down. Try and keep that back, the lower part of your back, on the mat. Don't let it lift up. Scarlett, push yet more of the leg away. That's it. Yeah, you got it. Good. Down. Nice. Nice and slow. The slower the better with this. You don't want to be moving fast. Slow. And slow. It's all about that control. The body's staying nice and still as the legs are moving. Slow. 10 more seconds. Slow. 2 more moves. Almost there. Steady. Good. And down. Nice. And relax. Up we come. Hands come forwards. Push back and squeeze. Come on. Only 1 more move back after this. Squeeze. Good. Forward. Squeeze. Nice. Squeeze back as hard as you can. Really get those shoulder blades. You should feel your shoulder blades touching each other at the back. That's how hard you're squeezing. Squeeze. Shoulder blades. Touch. Good. Squeeze. Try not to let the rest of your body move. Keep your body up tall. Just let the shoulders do the squeezing. Good. In. And squeeze. 20 seconds. We're nearly there. Butterfly sit-ups after this. In. Squeeze. They're getting tired now. In. And squeeze it back. Almost there. Good. Squeeze. Do 1 more. Give me a really good squeeze this time. As hard as you can. And relax. Let's go. Butterfly sit-ups. Last ones. Reach for those feet. Try to really not let the feet come off the mat. Pin the feet to the mat. Makes your core work a little bit harder. Come on. Hands touch behind the back of the head. That gives you a little help. But really reach for those feet. Don't let them move. Let's go. Come on. Reach. Good. And reach. Good. Reach. 30 seconds to go. Don't let those feet move. Keep them touching the mat. Don't let them off. It's so much easier if you just let them feet come off. Good. Come on, you lot. We're almost there. 15 seconds. Let's go. Right to the end. Everyone, fast as you can. How many can you do in the last 10 seconds? Let's go. Go on. 2. And relax. Well done. Give yourself a little breathe. Good. Well done. Grab a drink. Who found it harder that time? Give me a wave. Oh my gosh, yes. Arms were like, ugh, weren't they? And that is why we do it twice. Exactly why. Yeah, if we did it again, you can imagine what would happen. They'd be even worse than that last round. We'd be barely able to lift them up. But that is exactly why we do them again. Because we sort of, you're lulled into a bit of a false sense of security after that first one, thinking, oh, it's not too bad. Like, I was quite all right. The minute you do that second one and there's that little bit of fatigue, there's a little bit of tired in the muscles, it makes a big difference. Right, a little bit more core work to do. This is slightly different, a little bit more of like Pilates or like Irish bar style core section. All right, so this is just to settle us down, just a little 5-10 minutes, nothing too crazy, but I want to test the boundaries a little bit here with the core. All right, so just give it your best shot. If you need a rest, take a rest, but try and do as much of this as you can, all right? And listen to the points. Key points are really, really important. So we're laying on our backs, and we're going to have our feet on the floor, heels touching the ground. All we're going to do is a really nice slow lift. So your hands are going to be either side of your legs. You're just going to lift. Eyes stay on the ceiling the whole time. That's one really key point. Your eyes are looking straight up. So you don't want to lift your head like this, neck forwards. I'm lifting my whole shoulders off the floor, just till my shoulders are off, and then slowly down, and my eyes stay up at the ceiling the whole time. And I want you to stay at my pace. All right, so nice and steady. And we're just going to do 8. Nice and steady pace. Here we go. We've got 8. Crunch. And slowly down. Eyes on the ceiling. 7. Crunch. And slowly down. So don't come up as high, Lucy. Just go sort of halfway of that. Just till those shoulder blades are off the floor. 6. Crunch. And slowly down. Eyes on that ceiling. Good. 5. Crunch. And slowly down. Nice and steady. Keep those feet on the mat. 4 more. 4. Crunch. And slowly down. All of you've got a friend. 3 more. 3. Crunch. And slowly down. Keep that nice slow pace. 2 more. 2. Crunch. Slowly down. Last one. Lift. Crunch. Slowly down. This time you're going to lift. You're going to hold at that crunch position at the top. And we're just going to lift and lower our arms. So lift to here. We're just going to lift and lower. Shoulders stay off the mat. 7. Lower. Shoulders up. 6. And lower. 5. Lower. Breathe. 4. Lower. Keep the shoulders off. 3. Eyes on the ceiling. Lower. 2 more. 2. And lower. Last one. And relax. Stretch your legs out. Stretch your arms out as if you're on a stretch machine. Someone's pulling you from both sides. Good. Can we feel that working? Give me a big wave if you can feel it. Yes. Good. This time, exactly the same. Your legs are going to be up here. Okay? If it gets too hard, just drop your feet back down to where we started. Key point to remember here is that we don't want our knees coming in towards our body. They need to be past our hips. So even if they're slightly past their hips, that's fine as long as they're past them, not towards our body, away. All right? And we're going to do exactly the same thing. 8 crunches and 8 flutters. Are we ready? Eyes on the ceiling, triangle at my pace. Here we go. 8. Slowly down. 7. Crunch. Slowly down. Try and keep those legs as still as possible. 6. Crunch. Slowly down. Good. 5. Crunch. Slowly down. Nice. 4 more. 4. Crunch. Slow down. 3 more. 3. Crunch. Slow down. 2 more. 2. Crunch. Slow down. Last one. 1. Crunch. Come on, eyes on the ceiling. Let's go. Lift and hold. We've got that little flutter. Here it comes. 8. Down. Eyes on the ceiling. 7. Push those knees away. Shoulder blades off the floor. Down. 5 more. 5. Feel the burn. 4. Down. Holding it still is the hardest part. 2 more. 2. And last one. And relax. Woo! Stretch those legs, stretch those arms. So the hardest part there is that we have less stability. So the minute we lift our feet off the floor, our core has to already work harder to hold us still. So then when we add in the rest of the movement, it's a lot harder for our body. All right, so that's so good for dancing. If you imagine what your body has to do when you dance and what it has to resist, all of the movement it has to resist and hold still, it's quite difficult, isn't it? You can imagine we're swinging our legs, we're trying to cross over, we're jumping. Our core has to be super strong to resist any sort of movement. And that's why sort of that holding still training is really, really good for it. Well done.
Right, we'll have a little stretch hand. First of all, we'll stretch our core because we just finished with that. So roll onto your front. You want to put elbows on the floor. I don't know how I ended up that close to the wall. So you want your elbows on the floor. And all we're going to do, you're going to make sure that your 2 hips stay touching the mat at all times. So we don't want to see hips coming off at all. Elbows on the floor, and you're just going to push up a little. Push the hips, think about pushing your hips into the floor and lifting your chin up. So there are your 2 points. Hips down, chin high. You should feel a nice stretch. Give it a couple of seconds and then slowly lower down. You might feel it in your back a little bit, but you should feel it again in your front as well. If you think about pushing the hips into the floor, lift again, lift that chin. And if you need it a little bit more, you can just straighten those elbows off the floor and keep thinking about pushing the hips down as you lift the chin, yeah? So hips really pushing in. And relax down. We've got one more to do. Should feel quite nice. Here we go, last one. Push up, lift off if you want to, and just keep thinking about pushing those hips down. And relax. Good, we'll do our upper back next. So stick the bum up in the air on our knees, like this. So our knees and our hips stay in line the whole time. And I walk my hands forwards. Keep walking forwards, and then I'm going to try to push my chest down towards the floor. Turn this way a little bit so I can see you all a bit more. So my bum is sticking in the air, and I'm trying to get my chest down towards the floor. Should feel a nice stretch in my upper back, also in my shoulders. You can have a little rock side to side here if it feels okay. Couple of seconds there. Bring it back up to the top, a little reset. We'll go one more time in that same position. Can we feel it? So it should sort of feel up here, the top of our back and your shoulders a little, yeah? Walk those hands forwards again then. Reach it down. Really try and get that chest down towards the floor, towards the mat. And then we're going to walk our hands over to one side. So this time I'm going to get even more stretch in that one side. Reach the chest down. Feel that nice stretch. And then repeat again, one more time, opposite side. Really reach down, feel that nice stretch. Pull away as if you stuck to the floor and you try to pull your hand off the floor. Oh, it should feel good. And relax it back up to the top. And then we'll just finish off with the final back stretch. So both knees drop down to one side. And then both of our arms reach across to the other side. And we're just going to relax here for a couple of seconds. So take a couple of deep breaths. Make sure the knees are up quite high in line with those hips. And really twist that head across. And a couple of deep breaths here. It should feel quite nice. Reset after that work. Good. And we come up and over to the other side. Reach those arms across. Should feel good. Couple more seconds, deep breath. And relax. And bring it back up to the top. Good work, you lot. So, not always leg strength, is it, for Irish dancing? We need to remember, obviously our legs are probably one of the most important areas, but also so much more going on. And we see it in those top dancers. If you look at those top dancers, posture is one of the key elements that they have that the people maybe a couple of steps below don't have. So if we can perfect that posture, it automatically brings you a little higher in your game.